She looked back at me sideways and said, can't help but to ask.
He's back.
Wanna be starting some? Got to be starting some. Said you wanna be starting some? Got to be
starting something. Woo! My gosh, my account is back. I'm back. It was so crazy.
I mean, I can't even believe it. So you know what's funny? I didn't know which one to tag you. Hey, Nico. Guys, we're just partying because he's back.
I know that does bring a confusion, to the cosmic crypto universe, because now I have this whole other account. I named him Hey Crypto Bro.
Yes.
Just in case, this recurs again. I don't know.
Is that whenever I used to tag you and stuff, you used to come up like right away. When I typed in Cosmic, I would know that was you. But now I don't see you anymore. So that's going to be interesting, right?
Right.
I mean, but you know what? I can get used to it. To have the real Cosmic Crypto back, I can get used to that.
It feels good to be back. But now I feel like this count set for like 30 days.
So you have it for 30 days. That's what you're thinking?
Well, no. No, I'm just saying there's no like ramp up, right? Yes. It was like we were kicking butt, and then bam, I got rugged.
Well, and mine's getting attacked today, so that's fun.
I know.
Hey, Glenn, nice to see you. Yeah, I can't even believe. But you know what? At least I know that you got yours back now. So if anything happens, I know that I have a chance.
I kind of feel like I should put like my other account like in here on the live with us, and maybe we make it a graphic or something.
I mean, you could.
Oh, wait a minute. I could share it. Wait a minute. I don't think it'll help if I just share it to my other account. I don't think it works that way.
Here so that people.
I should be like logged in and share it or something.
Yeah, you have to be logged into it. Do you have another another account?
Yeah. I'll come back to that. But hey, guess what? So bullish. Bullish. We seen the Russell come out and take an explosion today. Hold on. Let me flip it.
Look at that.
Wow, look at that. That was the Russell.
That's crazy. Is that what time frame is that on? I saw that, but what time frame are you on when you're looking at that?
I think it's on the daily.
It's on the daily. Like, look at that breakout, man.
That was great. That's what we're looking for. And to me, that says that, the stock market just had a new all-time high the last couple of days. That tells me that profits were taken and getting moved into, the Russell, into risk-on type assets. And crypto has been pretty much following that Russell for the last couple of years. And every bull run we've had to have the Russell break out to have the bull run.
Which is crazy because I never looked at. I was telling you this morning or this afternoon. I never looked at the Russell before, and then he, charts, and he'd ask me to pull it up as somebody else, of course. And then I started looking at it, and now it is unbelievable how closely they're correlated.
So listen to this, right? So just. It was like this morning, or maybe it was yesterday or something. I think it was today or something. Oh yeah, it was this on this video, on this breakout, right? Typically, this precludes a breakout for crypto. And I said in the video, be looking at the total 3, right? Because this usually affects what the total 3 is going to do. But here's what's crazy: is we had some huge crypto news today. Huge news. Right? That Grayscale's digital large cap fund converted into an ETF with the SEC approval.
Crazy, right?
That's huge. And I don't think a lot of people understand how huge and why that's a big deal. First off, it's the first multi-coin spot ETF ever approved, right? Mm-hmm. Because they all were just either Bitcoin only or Ethereum only, right? And this is the first spot ETF basket, which has multiple crypto coins. It has Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, and Cardano.
That's huge too. You know why that's huge? Because it also, in addition to what you're going to say next, but it's huge because it also opens up the doors for the other ones that are in that, right? Like we're waiting on at the spot, XRP, Solana, obviously. So like that also opens that up.
Yeah.
Hey guys, just 1 second, and then whoa,
yes. But what this also does is it legitimizes altcoins, right?
Yeah.
Right. So XRP, ADA, Sol getting ETF exposure. You know what that means?
That's what I'm saying. Is
the
that
SEC is implicitly recognizing them as legitimate investments. That's huge.
Huge. And it opens the door for so much more in the future for not only those, but others as well. Right? Because once it opens up to those, then there really is, I mean, obviously there's a limit. There's not going to be any small cap.
Sure.
But for the big utility projects, that opens it up huge.
It's perfect timing, right? We've had all-time highs in the stock market. Right now, we're giving with this massive Wall Street access to this. That means XRP, ADA, Solana are getting ETF exposures, right? And anybody with a brokerage account can invest in them. Yeah, opens the floodgates to institutions.
Yes, and not only that, but you have opening it up to anyone that wants to invest in them, right? But then you also, what that does is, if we do get regulation and clarity, thank you so much for the fireworks. I love that one. Thank you guys. Hey guys, I'll just reset really quick. I'm Chelsea. I'm the Bullish Babe. This is Cosmic Crypto, and guess what?
I got my account back.
Cosmic Crypto account, and he's back for the first time today ever. We are very happy to have him on our show, and happy to have the real Cosmic Crypto, not real.
Me too.
Yeah, and so yeah, we're just two, I guess,
unicorns. I love unicorns. Love
thank
Pegasus.
Unicorn. Guys, thank you so much for the gifts. Thank you for just being here. We are two just crypto people. I don't know. I was gonna say crypto bro, but it's kind of weird calling myself a crypto bro, even though you think I am. But we're just hanging out, talking crypto with you guys. We also are part of the Wolf Pack, which is a group off of TikTok that supports you in your crypto.
I hate when you reset the room and I had the final thought of everything I was going to say. And then I got to sit there and hold that final thought.
Do it.
Forever. So I forgot what we were talking about now.
We were talking about the ETFs.
Oh, the SEC approved Grayscale's request to convert its digital large cap fund into a spot ETF that got approved. That one? Okay, so here's the big awesomeness about this, right? Historically, this precludes like we're gonna have big runs. that's the usually it's like an indicator that big things are about to happen.
And why
I'm excited. Things are looking like awesome.
I know you are. Look, you can't like you have like a permagrin. Or is there anything that could get that off your face right now? I don't think so.
But anyway, that really affects the total 3, right? Which I was just talking about how the Russell 2000. I said, look at the total 3 prior to this news coming out, and it goes to show you how correlated these things actually are.
Yeah. So what we were talking about earlier is how this shows that people are profit taking, moving it into more risk on assets, right? And so as it happens, crypto obviously will naturally get a bump.
Got it. And not just that, but in Bitcoin too. Yeah. There was a lot of people that took profit, especially when Bitcoin went to like that 111. There's a lot of profit taking, and you have to think of the mentality of some of the people that's been hanging around at Bitcoin. Like I think right now, people that are in Bitcoin, a lot of them starting to get those it's a stable coin type vibes, even though it's kind of like bounced around between 100 and 111. You know, it's been doing that for like what? How many months?
Like 4, right?
They're getting bored.
Who isn't?
Right? They're getting bored of that price action. and they're up a lot. So I think some profits are getting taken as moves are getting done. And I think we're witnessing probably, the topping structure of Bitcoin.
Yeah, which we were talking about today too. And that doesn't mean the topping structure of the whole market, guys. If you're new, that just means Bitcoin.
Bitcoin.
Just Bitcoin. Guys, again, thank you for the gifts. The best thing you guys can do is tap the screen and share it out. Share the live out, just to get us out there, to get more people watching. So if you could do that, that would be awesome. Just double tap, break a finger, we'll pay for your hospital bills. So I doubt you'll break a finger though. You'll be good. I think that grayscale thing is so huge. The fact that the Genius Act, and then you were saying that Powell today was talking, I didn't see it, but Powell today was talking and really in support of that. And he's been kind of saying, it's okay to practice in crypto these past few months anyway. So that, hey, Megan, thank you. Nice to see you. So that it's just piling up, man. Like, how many more signs do you need?
This is a kettle, and that kettle's on the stove, and each narrative is getting it hotter and hotter and hotter, and at some point it'll explode, right? And that shoots up, makes the noise, the kettle does, and we go high. Number go up.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing, nothing more boring than watching HBAR. I know, guys, that some of the alts have been, I'm sorry, there's a spider on my wall and I can't concentrate. Hold on. I don't want it to drop on me.
And really, it's nothing, more boring than watching all of like the altcoins and all of the Russell 2000, which are your low cap stocks, right? Because they've all acted the same. Right? This is not project, this coin sucks because it ain't running or anything like that, right? All the coins, they run together. Your goal is to pick the ones that could get past and break through.
Yeah. And I think that right now, Punky says all positive news, but more altcoin blood. This morning in the Wolf,
I think that's about to flip, especially when people start digesting what just happened.
Yeah, I think it is too, and you can see it from the charts actually. We saw a little bit of a dip in Bitcoin this morning. We actually pegged it in the wolf pack in our trading group. We saw it; it went right down to the point that we thought it was going to go down to. And of course, every dip, guys, if the altcoins aren't running, and this isn't altcoin season, they're not more powerful, and Bitcoin dominance is high. They're not going to run. They're actually going to bleed out a little bit more. So you may see a little bit more of that. I think that I actually think we're going to bounce within a day. I think it hit the point that I wanted it to hit, or that I was looking at it hitting. And I think we may hang around here for a little bit, consolidate, and then really bounce up.
We're approaching no sleep season, crypto bros. Okay.
This is no sleep season. I said to Cosmic this morning, I was like, I thought I was going to have a very relaxing summer. Like I was preparing. Thanks, Run Up. Nice to see you. I was preparing to have a pretty relaxed summer. I thought maybe we would run afterwards. But if we are going to run, I'm here for it too.
Yeah, I think we could run and then have some type of correction, nothing crazy, and then boom, back into the parabolas. So this is, things have lined up. I'm so optimistic.
You can't even say it. It's unbelievable to watch, actually.
Right? And things just happen the way that they're supposed to happen. We don't know what the narratives are going to be, but they just seem to come when they're supposed to come.
Yeah, and I think, someone, I was telling Cosmic that somebody commented on my post today and said, that's why I never listen to people about where the top is or whether this run is going to go till 2026. And what I said to him is you should never actually follow anyone's advice as far as where the top is going to come in at or when it's going to come in, because it is all of our best guesses right now, especially with a weird cycle this time. I know that we both have our ideas of when it's going to end, but that doesn't mean that you guys should think that that's where it is, because that's how people round trip their bags. Full Throttle, are you reading Full Throttle? Is that what you're reading? William Watson.
Yeah, I am.
But you should always have your own ideas about where that top is. Obviously, you can take lead. If this is your first cycle in crypto, you don't really know, how the market moves, and obviously watch and listen to people, but you have to make your own idea about where to take profit and when and how. Because otherwise you will get stuck listening to people. What are you doing?
I'm just so excited.
I know.
I feel it.
So we were talking about how long the altcoin seasons were. How long was the longest altcoin season again?
2017 was I think it was like 6 to 7 months.
Okay. And during that,
we've had shorter ones between like a couple weeks, right? And depending on when this happens, I meant if things start kicking off sooner than I even thought, which would be awesome, by the way. I love more surprises to the upside. That gives us even more time.
Yeah. I mean, and also with, it's funny with like XRP running yesterday, like a bit against the grain. I thought that was interesting. I think XRP is going to have a really good one, obviously. And
it's Normie wife, everybody. She just got off from work. We're doing the crypto talk show.
I figured so.
He says hi.
Hey. I'm so glad you're wearing your Algorand shirt. Someone in the crowd said, I know some people behind some really good projects in Algorand. Utility coins are going to keep going up. We're talking a bull cycle for several years, in my opinion. I don't know about that, J-Man. I think that may be...
I'm not bullish on that. Yeah. I would love that, by the way. I mean, I win, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, me too.
Unfortunately,
the cycle.
Until things show that they're different, to me, you have to treat things like they're in the past, like they've done in the past, right?
Yeah.
And there's certain things that these cryptos seem to do and patterns they seem to have, and maybe it's because people do what people best, and that's act like people. But these things don't last long, and it usually comes if we start seeing the alts pop out. This only comes during either Bitcoin expansion or Bitcoin tops.
Mm-hmm. J-Man said when XRP hits adoption. Guys, thank you so much for all the gifts. Thank you for being here. I'm Chelsea. I'm the Bullish Babe. This is Cosmic Crypto. He has his count back. So we are with the real Cosmic Crypto, not the backup.
It was a great day. It was like
day, right?
Russell breaks out, freaking get my count back.
Yeah. Man, right?
A lot of coins in my bag are about to have an ETF. I meant my largest bag is about to have an ETF in XRP.
Largest bag? I don't know. I don't know what your largest bag is. So, Dill, thank you. Let me see. J-Man said when XRP hits mass adoption, retail is not going to impact it much, and there will be no bear market. Don't agree with that. My opinion, I think there will be a bear market, even if XRP hits mass adoption. I think XRP hitting mass adoption.
Until proven otherwise, I'm just treating everything like I normally do. Yeah. Hey, look, these extensions matter. Market cap matters. Yeah. Last cycle development activity during the bull run, they had the highest return of investment. So if you invested those that were high up there on that list, you made a great return.
Yeah. And also I think that XRP's mass adoption is farther down the line. I think just like everything that has happened right now. Hey Bob, thank you so much. Everything that people have gotten bullish about this year that has been in the news, or something that a politician said, or something that's gonna happen in the future. Look at how long that's taken. Like even from December till now, and it's not even done. Like 90% of those things have not even started in the works yet. Like look at the capital gains thing that was mentioned. Like, so mass adoption takes a really, really long time. That isn't going to be a XRP is mass adopted in the next 6 months. That will be over time. You're going to get other people who have been hesitant to get into crypto in general for that to happen. So I think that that's a little bit further off. I think the cycles have changed. Full Throttle says, will they run all together, or will certain utilities pump at different times? Certain utilities will pump at different times, I think.
Yeah, I think since this is more of a rotational type market and not true expansion, I think we're going to see a lot of rotation. I think if your coin catches a bid, it's probably a good time to take profit.
Yeah, and because it might be short lived too, because there are so many things going on right now, and we've talked about the fact that that maybe a lot of the small caps, like what small caps are going to get that liquidity, I think is going to be interesting too. There are so many out there right now that it's not going to be like the last time where you could just throw money, some profit that you made in something else and put it into something and know that it was going to go up. I think we're past that time now.
No, they're still going to do it.
You think they're still going to do
it? Look, I'm looking for irrational behaviors. Those are top E singles for me. I want to see people
they're
being irrational and irresponsible, right?
Yeah. Oh, some of them will definitely do it, but I don't think that all of the.
No, not all, but some will.
I think people are going to hop skip to the things that are popular at the time.
I agree.
Do you? Do you? Because that smile says you don't. I love it. Is it just easier to agree with me?
It is sometimes. But it kind of leads us into, the point of crypto regulations.
Yeah, so let's talk about that for a second.
Right? And we kind of talked about this today a little bit, and we mentioned in yesterday's show, are they bullish?
They're bullish and bearish, right? I think they're especially bullish at this time right now, because you have a lot of institutions that are waiting for that to get in. And so they will not get in without regulation. And so that to me is crypto adoption in general. So I see that as bullish. Especially
I ran into AI.
Yeah. And what is it?
And it gave me a whole list of things, but we'll go right to the end to the verdict. It says bullish with caveats, right? So obviously there's going to be more institutional trust and inflows with clarity, right? Clearer frameworks enable product innovation, like ETFs, tokenized stock, mortgages. And then the EU MiCA standardizes market dynamics. So those are benefits, right? So let's look at the risk.
Okay.
Short-term volatility can spike around rule changes. Compliance costs rise and could hinder smaller players. I want to come back to that. And then regulatory fragmentation still exists globally, right? But let's go back into that compliance cost, because that's one thing we didn't really think.
Yeah, I like that one.
Right. So I said, hey, let's deep dive into that. And it said, as crypto regulations become more strict and detailed, companies must spend more money and time to stay compliant. Things like hiring legal teams, filing paperwork, getting licenses, completing audits, improving security protocols, maintaining proper disclosures. So big firms like Coinbase or Kraken, obviously, they have legal departments. But smaller projects or startups like, some DeFi apps, NFT platforms, or just token builders.
A ridiculous amount of meme coins. Also, what else that cuts out that is good for me is, and I don't mean like memes that are legit. Obviously, there are a lot
of the good community ones are good.
Yeah, pump and dump ones. Like I'm talking about the ones that you can just like start with $1 on Solana. So like those will get cut out. But the more important thing that I was thinking after we got off the phone was this. The other thing that is huge that will get cut out is exchanges that are faulty exchanges, right?
Right.
Exchanges where they're started by a VC, they hang around for a season, and then they go bankrupt or they go down, and you can never get your money out. And there are actually a lot more. I know FTX is the big one, but there are a lot more of those that people don't talk about. Hopbit was one in the last cycle that went down that a lot of people were using. Same thing. Money got stuck in there. So when you apply these regulations to operate in the United States, that cuts out a lot of the faulty exchanges too, which to me is a really bullish thing.
Sorry, I just had this idea, and I wanted to see if this is similar to.
Follow those guys. And thanks for tapping the screen.
I had a thought. I said, yes. In the comparison, did something similar happen in the cell phone industry? Right, because I remember back then there was a lot of different cell phone companies, right? And they were all competing, right? But sooner or later, there's been a couple, right, that are just like the main leaders. Mm-hmm. And yes, believe it or not, it says the comparison to the cell phone industry is actually spot on. Crypto versus cell phones, a pattern of disruption, regulation, maturity. Mm-hmm. All right, let's look into it. You guys want to know more? You want to know more?
Do I want to know more?
Sure. So the early Wild West phase, so cell phones from the 1980s through the 90s, only rich execs had them. No standards, coverage was bad, companies came and went, massive speculation. Crypto.
Right, because they had the briefcase mobile phone, the one that went in your car. That was. I
had that. I took Normie wife to prom. The bag phone. What? You had to plug it in the cigarette light. I felt like the coolest thing. Like, hey, you called me from the car.
The funniest thing is you call someone from the car from like their driveway, right? Like,
right.
Come out and meet me. I'm in the driveway just because it was cool, and it cost $1,000 per call.
So crypto, 2009 to 2017, niche tech. Bitcoin, then Ethereum, wild ICOs, vaporware coins, no real regulation, massive FOMO, right? And both basically everyone said cool tech, but this will never be mainstream, right? And then now speculation drives growth. Cell phones in the 90s to 20,000s, the market exploded. Startup carriers everywhere, hype around mobile tech, and this is what I remember. Investors were chasing the next like Nokia or the next BlackBerry, right? They were just trying to find who's going to be the next one. Crypto, 2017, 2021, major bull runs, rise of Ethereum, DeFi, NFTs, massive speculation, and boom and bust cycles. Yeah. But more importantly, the winners started to emerge, but the industry both of those was still chaotic and full of scams, right? And now let's get into the regulation and the consolidation, right? So cell phones from 2020 to 2010s, the FCC standardized the spectrum. Regulations cleaned up the carrier space. Smaller players got squeezed or acquired. Mm-hmm. Infrastructure matured. Crypto, 2024 to 2025. Global regulation frameworks, U.S., MiCA, FATF globally, crack down on unregistered securities, exchanges being held accountable, meme coins still around, but focus shifting to utility and compliance. And only the strong players survive. Institutions move in, the sector becomes safer, but less exciting to the early speculators.
The asset when it loses speculation.
That's crazy. And finally, you get the very last phase, which is mass adoption plus boring profitability, right? So cell phones today, everyone has one, right? Infrastructure is rock solid. Giants like Apple, Samsung, Verizon, they dominate. Innovation still exists. You got your 5G, your foldables, your AI, but the lottery ticket phase is over for that industry, right? And then if you look at crypto, our future trajectory, everyone has exposure through ETFs, apps, or national reserves. Bitcoin becomes like gold, like digital reserves. DeFi and tokenization integrates with traditional finance, and less 100x coins. More buying, boring but safe bets. So what happens, crypto bros, when you take the speculation out of a speculative asset? It gets boring.
But I wonder, so are you ultimately saying that we need to find
this is AI? I'm just telling you what AI said.
I know, but so do you think that this is? So I've said before that I think that this is the last Not that this is the last cycle, but this is the last, like,
This is the last one.
this is the last, no, it's not the last cycle. What?
This is the last one.
I think it's the
And
last
it's going to be
cycle.
boring.
We'll see the gains that they're seeing right now. You may have a few peppered in here and there where they'll continue to see like large gains, but I think we're on the cusp of something that is going to change. And
Party like a rock star, crypto bros. Only a couple of us are winning.
that is not true. That is
And
not
I would definitely make sure you have in your bag whatever the Grayscale's digital large cap fund converts ETF with SEC approval. So obviously Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, Cardano. You definitely want to have those, at least one of those in your bag.
all US, right? Eric just popped in. He said, I just popped in real quick to tell Cosmic I'm really happy to hear you got his feedback.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, buddy.
Oh, Venus, thank you. Thank you for meeting our goal, too. I appreciate you guys so much.
And I said, this doesn't feel like a normal shakeout. Because it's not. You should be like face melting feeling right now. Holy crap. Everything's lined up.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Maybe we get a scary little something or whatever, but you know what? We're so locked and loaded. I feel so good.
I know.
You're going to see crypto have a bump.
You know, I think that...
what is the market's doing right now? Let's have some charts with Chelsea.
I can show you. All right. Let me just move this a little bit.
We had this whole plan. Like I put ChatGPT a whole little like structured plan for our show. This time we'll do this, and we've already blown it. We're not even we're off the plan already.
A little off the cusp. Eric says I'd send one of those gift things, but I'm cheap and I don't know how to. Here's a free one, and he was in the crowd. Down 6 to 10% on my portfolio. The Crypto Fire guy says, "Yeah, you know what? This is temporary." Crypto Fire guy.
Yeah, you're good.
You're in good projects.
Excited.
Yeah, if you're in good projects, this is temporary. Bitcoin is taking the lead right now. And when Bitcoin takes the lead, your alts are going to suffer a little bit until Bitcoin dominance comes down, and then things will turn around. How do you spell Chelsea? You spelled it right. It's just like the soccer team. Hold strong. I've been in since 2017. This is rookie stuff. Yeah, it could be. Yeah. We are trying to talk.
You're not an investor. You're a mythical creature, crypto bro.
Thanks, Doubletech. Let's see.
Thank you.
Did I hear anything about the Private Act allowing crypto to be used as an asset for? You're talking about the mortgages.
Yeah, so bullish. If you're noticing, like when bad news comes, right? It doesn't just come in one thing. It's usually like a lead up to it, right? And then here's bad. This is bad. This is bad. Like we just went through Trump and Elon having a big fight.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, he called him a pedophile, basically. And it got that bad, right? I hope it don't get that bad this time because I know they're kind of beefing again, right?
I mean, well, and then yeah, I'm not even gonna.
But and it keeps, and then war's breaking out, right? You know, things with Iran, and that was kind of like possibly the final moment, right? So same thing goes with good news,
yeah,
right? Here's a little bit of good news. Here's a little bit more good news, and it's kind of like starting a fire, with some flint. It's not the first little hit. Yeah, put some together, get that fire start. Oh,
starting it off a little bit, right?
But I think whatever starts this fire is going to definitely not just break out crypto, but also break out the Russell, right? So it's going to be something even more macro. Could it be the big bill getting passed? Possibly. Typically, the narratives are things that we didn't think about, but was so obvious.
Well, and like we said, we'll never know. We can guess all we want at what that narrative is
We'll
going to be.
never guess the narrative.
Never guess. And it will probably be something that's completely away from our purview, period. And we'll come in and we'll be like, oh, dude, we would have never thought that would have been the thing that sparked it, right? We're all waiting around for something. The Crypto Fire guy says, Cosmic, why are you doing one-on-one with the babe? 4 years ago, we were arguing with Travis and Rico. I think I'm less argumentative, maybe. I don't know. Maybe that's could be. So what's going on with the charts right now? Here's what's going on. So this is what we saw this morning. I'll try to show you guys what was going on.
The Grayscale ETF decision came out. That got approved.
That got approved.
That got approved. Bullish AF.
Bullish AF. That is actually one of the most bullish things that I've heard come out recently. There's been a lot of good news, but that for me, number one, like what we said, it legitimizes the alts, and number two, it allows so many more people to get in. That it is unbelievable. The more people get used to and more comfortable with crypto, the better off this space is going to be, and the more mass adoption comes quicker. So for me, it's super bullish. So this is what we were looking at this morning in the Wolfpack, guys. I wish I had a bar replay so that I could show you.
Maybe you can click yours and push expand. Can you do that? Or maybe I can on yours. Can you push your and make you bigger?
No, I can't.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure the attention's on you, so I'll go ahead and just kill off my screen. There we go.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. Your face or your avatar, it's kind of the same.
Kind of the same, right?
So this is what we were looking at, guys, this morning. So this is on the 1 hour chart. I'll show you guys what was happening. When we went into the Wolfpack this morning, what was happening is, so we were in this this falling channel for a long time. We broke out of it, and then we started to come up pretty quickly, right? We had that big kind of run, and then I noticed that we hadn't come back to retest this pattern. And most of the time, I would say like 80 to 90, some traders will call it a little bit less. Most of the time you come back to retest the pattern on a higher time frame. And so I was actually waiting for this retest of this pattern right here to come down. So this morning, what we saw is we started to come down here, and we were right about here. We were right about here, and there was a bear flag here that was forming. And it's kind of hard to see on this screen, but there's a bear flag. You can see a bunch of bear flags, actually. There's a bear flag here, broke down. Bear flag here, broke down. Another bear flag here, broke down, right? And so I said to the group, I think what's happening is that we are going back to test this pattern. And so I gave them, I think it was this target right here. We came exactly down to retest this pattern. Right now, the only thing that that's concerning me a little bit right now is that we're starting to build a bear flag on the 1 hour below this pattern and below this trend line. It's not worrying me for big time, like big time frames, like we're gonna go down and hit the bottom or go back to 95 or anything like that. Is there a possibility of that? Absolutely. There's always a possibility of anything. But right now, what I'm looking at is that if we get stuck down here below this pattern and we can't get back above, then we may have some further downside here. My guess would be maybe we are coming down to around here, or here where there's a little bit of support if we're not going all the way down. But I would say right now the Stokes are actually low and they're curving on the 1 hour. So I'm thinking that what's going to happen is this is actually a fake out back into the pattern, and we're going to pop back up, come up here, bounce off, and then possibly go up. The only other scenario is this. As a trader, I treat patterns, when you break out and break back in a pattern, I treat the pattern like I treat the candles like it never left. So if it does, for some reason, break back into this pattern, we can't get above this trend line, I would expect our first stop to actually be the bottom of this pattern right here at 104.595. That would be the move down. If we're going to have another move down, I think we may just move to the bottom of the pattern, bounce off of the bottom trend line, and then head back up. My target right now, this is not XRP. This is actually Bitcoin. I'm just showing you guys what Bitcoin's doing right now. Bitcoin is the daddy, and it's leading right now. It's leading the market, and those altcoins won't start to go unless Bitcoin goes up. Not all of them. Some of them will, but the majority of them won't start to go until Bitcoin goes up, forms a new high, Bitcoin dominance comes down, and then that feeds into the alts. So that's what I'm looking at. I think if we can pop back up here, which the Stokes are low, so we might pop back up here. If we don't pop back up here, this bear flag breaks down, and let's just take the measurement because I have a feeling that this is actually going to happen. So the measurement of the bear flag is, you measure the pole, you drag it to the breakout point. Okay, so guys, this is probably what's going to happen. I am not, please, This is not financial advice. I am not a professional trader. This is what I do in my free time. It's a hobby. And I do teach in the Wolfpack. If you guys are interested in learning trading, the link is in my bio. But what I just saw here is this is the pattern that we are maybe going to bounce off of because we've now broken back into it. If you measure this bear flag right here, it's the exact measurement of the entire pattern. So my guess is that that is confluence now, that we've now actually broken back in the pattern, and we're going to head to the bottom of the pattern. Again, I'm only human. This could change at any minute. But to me, the fact that this right here, this measurement right here, is the exact length of the entire pattern, that is crazy confluence. So that's what I see happening. I see a drop to like 104.562, and then maybe a bounce off the pattern. If you don't bounce off there, things change minute to minute, guys. That's why when you're trading, you always have to watch several time frames. So this could always change, but my guess is that we're going to go to the bottom of the pattern. We're going to bounce up to the top of the pattern. We have bullish confirmation here. We're going to bounce on top of the pattern, maybe do a retest and head back up. So that's Bitcoin for you. Any questions?
Good job.
Thanks. Yeah. So that was off the cuff, right? But that is a crazy measure. I love when this happens because when you see a pattern and then you can mark it with a bigger pattern on a higher time frame and have that confluence of like, okay, now I kind of get an idea of what this story is right here. That always makes me really happy to see that. So so that's where Bitcoin is. I can take a look at ETH too. That's probably the next one that people are, because ETH usually leads the alts, right? And then I'll stop. Because I could probably do this all day, right? Probably. So ETH has got a bear flag here too, guys. So as you can see on the 1 hour, sorry, I keep moving there. So this is actually a bear flag right here. Look, there's a bear flag here. That broke down. Bear flag here. That broke down, forming another bear flag here. And I don't have the higher patterns drawn on ETH because I don't trade ETH, so I don't have what we're looking at on Bitcoin. But if this breaks down from this bear flag, my target would be around 2382. Again, not financial advice, but looks like ETH is going to, maybe Bitcoin's going to have that break. ETH is going to follow it, and then hopefully we'll get a bounce somewhere soon. The one thing I see on ETH is, look at, and this is what I saw in a lot of the alts, guys, the moving averages are getting really close together. And when that happens, that is usually a sign that if we bounce off of that lower trend line, especially on Bitcoin, those moving averages are together, you break through them, that's usually an explosive move. So for me, the alts looking like this and the moving averages so close together like this is really unbelievable and marks a big move. Thanks, Solon. Nice to see you. I'm so glad you're here. So yeah, so that's what I'm looking at, guys. A lot of the alts are looking a lot like ETH. A lot of them are in really bullish patterns right now. They just need to break a trend line. Either a lot of them are in cup and handles.
So close. We are just like.
I do think that it's like JDN early on without the tunes. Oh, thanks. I want to be compared to him. He's like a brilliant trader. I'm like a newbie compared to him, but he's great. Guys, there's a couple of creators in the crowd you should follow if you're not. Trey is in here earlier. JDN. Who else have we seen in here? I'm trying to think. Jay Heat's in here. Hi. Whoa.
That's cool.
Thank you. That one is super cool. I haven't seen that fireworks one yet. Thank you so much, Sakai. And I don't know who else, but I will say your names as they go along. But I think for me, a lot of the alts are in cup and handles, which is like my favorite pattern because they usually break out with explosive moves. A lot of them are in falling wedges, again, breaking up, and we can see big moves from these. These are like on the daily, guys. So I'm super excited too, as much as Cosmic is like permagrin over here. I'm the same way when
I've been bullish for a week.
A little bit. Actually, I've been bullish, I think, since that SHIB trade. When I saw that SHIB trade happen, that to me was an indicator that something was popping off. Even though it went back down and we're hanging around, that pattern is super bullish. And once it breaks it, we're off to the races.
I think a lot of crypto bros are suffering. Oh, look at that one.
I love this one. Thank you guys so much for all the gifts. We just like adore all of you guys. And we're just really thankful and grateful that all of you guys even want to listen to us on a daily basis. Thank you.
I think a lot of crypto bros still have like down action PTSD.
That's fine. Nice to see you. Yes, I think they do. And I think this has been such a long, drawn out cycle. Like, I think people are just exhausted. They don't know what to do with themselves. Any thoughts on XLM? I know XLM it's been quiet about XLM. A lot of the time when they're talking about XRP, they throw in XLM with it. I think it's just a matter of time, full throttle. There are a lot of people that believe in XLM. Obviously, XLM is for the people. They say XRP is for institutions or companies. I think XLM will run with XRP. Your thoughts, Cosmic?
That's a good possibility. It typically has in the past, but all the boats are going to float together, right? You know, your goal is to see, hey, does this particular one have enough steam, or maybe have some narratives coming out here pretty soon that could get through and break in front of most others, right? So that's truly the real game at this point. Is which ones are going to do better than the others.
Yeah, and listen, like a lot of, like XLM and XRP remind me of like, I know they're not memes, but they remind me of like a Doge and Shed.
Yeah.
You have
They're very bullish on the coins that just got approved by Grayscale's digital large cap fund. Obviously, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple, Solana, Cardano. And I think a lot of people kind of gave up on Cardano ADA a little bit. I'm still bullish on ADA.
I mean, the fact that, did you see that Wes is in the audience too? He's a great creator as well. I'm just naming him out as we go. Did you see Forrest Unfiltered? He's a great creator too, guys. His video on Charles Hoskinson talking about XRP and what they could do. Did you see that? Ooh, look at that.
That's so cool. Yeah, I like that. I like that he's trying to get involved with other chains, because that's how it should be. Hey, what can I do to help you? What can you do to help me? And together we can build this thing called Web3, right?
There's so much like PvP with the chains and with the
project, but because they're fighting for liquidity.
Yes, but if you expand everything, then you won't have to fight for liquidity because there'll be so much in the market. So I never understood that kind of thinking. I know that
some chains don't have like a Charles. They don't have like a figurehead that people can relate to, and I think that's one of the things that you have to have for crypto to really be successful, to make it to that next level.
You do. And there has to be a face of it, I think. And you have to, not only does there have to be a face, but thanks. Oh, I love that one too. Thanks, Ada. I think when there's a face, it legitimizes it more. Also, with a face and a marketing team, and a press team who's constantly giving, that's one thing that Charles Hoskinson does. I don't know why I can't say his name today. But he's constantly giving people updates, and he's constantly talking about what they're doing and how they're doing it and who they're partnering with. Oh, look at that. And I think that really does like boost up, number one, boost up the enthusiasm around it, right? And when people can talk about what your project actually does, instead of just saying, I like Cardano because everyone else likes it, like they're spreading that around. And that is super bullish. Guys, again, I'm Chelsea, I'm Bullish Babe. This is Cosmic Crypto. Please follow us directly from the live today. If you're not following us, we do this every day at 3:30. If you don't follow us from the live, you will get a copycat. There's a ton of them out there. We don't have we don't have anything other than the wolf pack, really. So we don't have like personal telegrams or anything like that. We're not reaching out to you for money or to trade for you or anything like that. We're here just to educate and have fun with you guys. So talk about crypto. But I did like that video, and I liked that Charles was talking about partnering. Hey, Oz. Nice to see you. Oz is a great one too. Great creator.
What's up, Oz?
Yeah.
Take it, buddy.
Yeah, so I did think that was interesting, but I do like XLM, and I do think it will run with XLM.
That was a long answer for XLM. I like how you started a subject, went 20 ways around, and then got back and closed it.
I feel like the middle was a little off. A little off, like not.
Oh, but you know what? Grayscale's digital large cap fund converts to an ETF with the SEC approval. I mean, how
So bullish. So
bullish.
Yeah.
Bullish. Russell breaking out, bullish. Stock market breaking out, bullish. Gold being boring, bullish. Bullish, 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 bullish.
Bullish, bullish, bullish. And you know what other thing I think is super bullish? I think that Heath, like hanging around where it is right now, I feel like that's super bullish. To me, watching altcoins in the chart, you know how I have a love-hate relationship with Heath. And but the fact that it's like holding really steady right now really makes me think that this is on the way. Because we start to do that when it's propped up and people are ready to go. And I feel like that's what that's doing today. Oz says he's feeling bullish. You've rubbed off on Oz even. Oz, the guy who he's like kind of my fresh, like you know, like devil's advocate kind of guy. But you have rubbed off on him, and I'm digging it.
I have that way with people.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. You know, what's going on with Algorand right now? Whoa!
Do it!
I love that. Thank you.
That one's so awesome.
What? Thank you.
Yo, I can't wait to see all the gifts when our bags start exploding.
I know, right?
Right? It'll be crazy.
Yeah, guys, thank you so much. We really appreciate it and are humbled by this, right? I'm humbled by this every day. I'm just like
every day.
Yeah, I'm just like a, you know, person, right? Country, thank you so much. Country, great creator, so funny, has really funny videos. And
he does lives in the morning too, so don't forget to catch those.
Yeah, he does lives in the morning, and I jump in those whenever I can because he's a funny guy, man. And he's a grinder. He wakes up at like 1:30.
It's not bad to look at either. Just saying.
Right? He's muscly. And oh, look at the monkey. Thank you guys so much.
I can do it.
Thanks for the follows too, guys. What's going on with? Tell us a little bit about Algorand and what
number. Flexing my pecs, my Algorand.
Oh, thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate it.
There's a crap lot of tokenized stocks on Algorand, right?
Yeah, so give us an update. Tell us, number one, why you like Algorand so much. And
we are not having time for this because we have 6 minutes left of the show. I will have to at least give 15 to 20 minutes on why I like Algorand.
You can, how about an abridged version?
It's impossible.
You can do it.
But you could say that it got integrated with Wormhole today. I mean, that's pretty bullish.
Right?
What
are they doing right now?
Ton of stuff. Oh my gosh. Ton of stuff.
Ton of stuff?
I'm gonna make an updated video. I don't want to tell you all the good stuff that I know yet until I make the video. Because I was totally gonna make a video. And if I tell you, everybody's gonna know, and they're not gonna pay attention to the video and say, "Oh, I heard him say it on the show. I'll skip this one."
30,000 followers now. There's only 61 people in this room. We don't all know. Tumbletic, thank you. We don't. I promise.
I'm so bullish on Algorand.
So I am too. Algorand is
and they've had a rough time, you know. From basically losing FIFA because they wanted to go over to create their own kind of coin, the FIFA coin or whatever. And we just recently we had Travel X, which really blew because I kind of liked what they were doing. Had to leave because of regulation concerns. So it took a couple hits, but on the flip side, there's a lot of stuff going on with the tokenization of stocks and real world assets on Algorand that cannot be denied.
No, and Solom said, did Algorand tie together with Chainlink?
I mean, there might be some partnerships and some stuff, but I haven't seen anything where they're like tied together.
Algo is a sleeper. Yeah, the tokenizing of real world assets is huge because I feel like that's going to be like
what's bringing all this is Exodus, right? So all the Exodus walls and stuff, they tokenize on Algorand.
Yeah. Which is huge because when we talk about like narratives, so like in the bull run, we were talking about groups of things that will run, right? I feel like, oh, bye, Solon, thank you so much. Nice to see you.
I highly recommend you check out Midas launching a tokenized T-bill on Algorand.
No way, really? Is that what they're doing?
But I'm just saying, do your research. You can't borrow my conviction.
I'm not borrowing your conviction.
Not you. I'm talking about the crowd. Because everybody's going to start saying, buy Algorand, buy Algorand.
But is that a bad thing?
Not a bad thing, because I think it's great. But I want you guys to look it up. I want you guys to see stuff.
Yeah. Yes, I think everyone should see and do their own research.
You can't get conviction by just somebody telling you. You know what I mean? Yeah. Thank you so much. You can't get conviction that way.
Oh, thank you so much.
It isn't until you actually do the work and you start looking up some of these projects and seeing what actually news, what's actually happening with them, right? Then it gets you bullish, and then it helps you get through tougher times because you have conviction.
And just listening to somebody and
no
isn't good in any way.
I've been talking about Algorand for years.
Yeah.
Since 8 cents. Since 8 cents.
Must be joshing around.
Not joshing around, since 8 cents. All right.
Jordan says, Bullish, did you take any profits on your IMX bag this last little pump? I did not, and I'll tell you why. I did not take profits on my IMX bag because the gaming narrative hasn't hit yet. And so I don't want anyone to follow me, and this is not financial advice, but we have IMX tends to pump against the market. And it usually pumps because they are either there's a new game that's being released on it, or there's some new partnership that is building. And so even though those pumps happen, and I will watch them happen, and I know that they're happening, it still isn't at the point where gaming is forefront. And until gaming is forefront, I'm going to hold on to my IMX bag. It may be wrong, right? That may be the last big pump that IMX has this cycle, but I just don't see gaming at the forefront right now. And until I do, those bags are just going to stay where they are. Because
I'm so excited. You got me thinking about Algorand now.
Yeah.
Did you know Algorand has more tokenized stocks than Ethereum?
What'd you say?
Algorand has more tokenized stocks than Ethereum.
Crazy, right? Tumbletick says they need a crypto zombie game. Yeah, they do. I'm seeing a lot of double bottoms on the day charts that look like a big pump is coming. Same exact thing that I was just saying before I think we got here. Same thing that I'm saying. Cup and handles, double bottoms, falling wedges are most of the alts. More tokenized stocks than Ethereum. That has got to
not just Ethereum, but Ethereum and all of its layer 2s, such as Arbitrum Base and Polygon combined.
I mean,
combined.
Yeah, combined.
That's how Algo is dominating tokenized stocks.
Guys, this is what we talk about when we talk about. Thank you guys for coming. I'm Chelsea. I'm the Bullish Babe. This is Cosmic Crypto. We are part of the Wolf Pack. It's a community off TikTok. We have trading in there. We have education. We have a community. We have lives in there every single day, multiple times a day. We have Fresh comes in and does TA. We've got a lot of things going on there. There's signals, there's indicators, there's this and that. If you guys want to be a part of that, if you go to the link in my bio, which is my link tree, it's the first link. It's $25 a month, and you can get 25% off the first 2 months if you use Live 25. Cosmic and I are both in there. We both do lives, and we also do a podcast type format on Thursdays with Matt and Dave Roscoe. Crap, I forgot what I was just talking about. See, I do the reset, and then I screw both of us up.
The future of money is here.
Oh, that's what I was
Start
saying.
with that.
That's what I was saying. When we say to do your own research, guys, as if you're new, hey, Francesca, If you're new, doing your own research means exactly what Cosmic was just talking about with Algo. It's getting into the project, figuring out what they're doing that other projects aren't doing, and why to be bullish on them. Now, we may not be bullish on the same projects because he may like something that I don't, vice versa, or I may be more prone to like gaming, which I am. But we both do our own research and we both find the projects that, number one, have some kind of utility, whether that's community or not. I know people will say, well, memes don't have utility. Community can be utility in some. But we find the projects, I know you say no, but it can be. Yeah. That one is better to disagree with me.
Community coins can be utility.
Community, no, community can be utility. The community can be the utility.
You are the product. I guess you're right.
Killing me today.
I'm bullish. I got my account back. We are back. Crypto's about to run up, and most people are still commenting. I don't know. I think some crypto bro on my video today. I don't know. I think it's going to be down for 6 more months.
Right?
Maybe. But I have doubts.
I was just going to say at the end of the day, which shouldn't say anymore because that's like my go-to line. I think at this point, the writing is a little bit, it's definitely on the wall for me. Between the charts and everything that is happening right now, it is on. Hey, Travis, thank you so much. The writing is on the wall, and I'm just waiting for.
This is where clowns become legends.
Clowns become legends because we've been clowns for 4 years, right?
Oh, you're buying that coin? Ha 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 ha.
Not even that. You're into crypto. Why wouldn't you buy bonds? Crypto is a waste. It's garbage. I can't wait to go to my family vacation in about a month and a half. And I hope that we are at the height of the bull run at that point. And my altcoins are going bananas. I cannot wait to sit at that table. Can't even.
This is huge. Huge news. Huge crypto news. And I don't think a lot of people understand.
What, the grayscale?
Yeah, huge news.
Huge. Bitcoins, see, this is the thing, is most people, thank you.
It basically means SEC definitely thinks that these guys are going to be compliant enough to pass everything. So,
what'd you say?
Bullish on Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, and Cardano in this bag.
Yeah, Tumble Ticket was today. And those are all the ones that we have been saying throughout these shows. Those are probably the ones you want to take a look at too, right? So, not financial advice, but listen, those particular projects have been mentioned multiple times in the administration, in the news, in everything that's going on. And if you're paying attention, you want to look at the things that are being mentioned and possibly being regulated.
I think a lot of, and part of our thesis was that a lot of layer ones will be the clear winners this weird cycle, right? Like we talked about that. And I could see a lot of capital from small caps that some people who invested into some things that are really out there find themselves offsides, especially since we're coming into some type of clarity, right? Into some type of crypto regulation per se.
I think what's different about this too, like you were just saying, is that
ability stands to benefit.
Yeah, well, and a lot of time people feel like they need to be in these like low cap, super risky projects to make money. And I think that this time around is going to show people that you don't actually have to do that. So what I'm excited about is that people are going to get into good projects, make money on good projects this time around, and not feel like they have to constantly be risking a ton to be in crypto and make money. And that to me makes me so happy. Gosh, I just got a little emotional there. But that makes me so happy because I feel like a lot of the time people just assume that the way that you make money in crypto is to blindly throw your money into something that has a ridiculously low market cap and no actual function. And that isn't actually the way. So I'm excited that people are going to see that those utility projects. Will AVAX be one of those projects in your opinion? Yeah, Jordan. I really, really like AVAX. Extremely fast. People are building on it. A lot of new projects are building. I think it's a sleeper. Not a lot of people are talking about it right now. I think Solana kind of pulled out in front of AVAX, especially in that November, December area. And people aren't talking about it right now. So to me, yeah, that would be one of the projects I would heavily do your research on and look into for sure. Not financial advice. What are you? Did you just get bored with me and your?
No. I was looking to see what Oz was saying. Massive military mobilization happening.
What is it?
If you go back to Oz's comments, massive military mobilization happening right now. I'm seeing the tanks with my eyes right now. Where's the tanks, bro?
Where's the tanks? ICP.
Where's the tank?
Caffeine AI. I'm about to get the footage. So I mean, I think, guys, we're definitely in a tumultuous time, right? In the world's in the United States. I think there could be news. We're not saying we're just going to take off and run from here. We're saying there's very good indication that with the things that are piling up and the charts, there's confluence in the stock market. There's confluence in what we think is going to happen, which is we think this might be coming really soon. And if you're holding some of these good projects, I think you'll see a really good return. And there's nothing like watching the bull market because it's like it always goes a lot higher than it goes. And I don't mean high and long. I just mean some of the projects will run way more than you're expecting them to.
Tanks in Los Angeles.
Do we say? Are you Jordan? Are you asking about SUI? I don't know what SEI is. SEI. Do you know what SEI is, Cosmo?
I'm sorry, what? SEA coin?
I've lost you.
SEA, yeah, say.
Yeah, say. I don't know what say is.
I don't have any.
No.
It did have some runs last year though. Had a little bit of a run, and could possibly do it again. But I'm not into it, so.
Becomes the #1 gaming coin. I should probably know about this. Gaming chain with 600 million in total volume locked. Interesting. Jordan, thanks for that. I'll take a look at this. That's interesting.
Yeah, there is a lot of unlocks coming, by the way, this month.
Yeah, that's interesting, Jordan. I'll take a look at that for sure. Guys, not financial advice. I'm just saying I'll take a look into it and research it. They beat out AVAX this week to be used by Wyoming in stablecoin build.
Yeah, awesome. I heard about that.
Yeah. Months ago. It came out the same time as SUI. Good projects. Okay. Thanks for that, guys. Yeah, if you guys ever have anything that that you think
484 million are set to unlock in the crypto market from June 30th to July. Well, we already got rid of some of it. Let's see what's coming up in July.
I like Superverse for gaming. Hey Wes. Tip to research. Tomatech. Yeah, if there's any good projects, guys, and you drop them in here, if I look at them and think like that's something that would be something that I would be interested in, I'll definitely.
Don't use our channel to shill your stinking coins, though.
Yeah, no, but these are like real projects, right? I am talking like real projects.
Yeah, I know, but you let people do that, and the next thing you know, somebody's trying to shill their ranked 434th coin market cap. Hey, will you take a look at my 976 ranked?
I mean, that's why we have mods, right? What if I have a project that I am not going to advertise on here, but what if mine is 967? It's still legit. It's just down in the charts.
Down the charts.
They're meant to be an
Looks
announcement.
like you need more marketing, crypto bro.
What do you say?
Looks like you need more marketing.
I don't know.
I'm teasing you. I'm sweating. Plus my ADHD is kicking in because my Adderall's kicking out. Because it's 4:41. It's time to close the show.
So, guys, why would large investors, let me just take these last two. Why would large investors flip BTC for altcoins? What do you mean? Why would they sell? Are you thinking, why would they sell? And
why large investors flip BTC for altcoins? Because they get tired of seeing the BTC price as anything. Whatever coin you bought into and it's been boring, hasn't really gone up that much. It's boring. And what do? They don't want boring. There's no happiness in boring. So they look for others. And they go into altcoins.
Stable.
There's some traction.
Well, they're going to go into the larger, more stable alts, though. Tumble Tick, can I talk about board game investments? Yes, well, that's not crypto. He has like really funny content on like Big Whale Shop. It's really funny. Yeah, I think they would definitely flip. I think they're gonna flip when they're gonna go where the money is.
Already flipping now.
They're gonna go where the money is. If they're not making money, then they're gonna. I'm not talking Michael Saylor because I'm pretty sure he's always gonna be in Bitcoin. So, but some of the others for sure. He'd be rogue. All right, guys. I think we're going to wrap it up. I need to go buy some algo. Tumblestick says, thank you guys all for being here with us. Thanks for hanging out with us today. Thank you for all the gifts. You guys are amazing. Again, Bullish Babe, Cosmic Crypto. We love algorithms. And we will see you guys tomorrow.
Thank you. Any sponsor. I would want Algorand as my sponsor.
I would want Algorand as my sponsor, too.
That'd be cool, right?
Super cool. Powered by Algorand?
Powered by Algorand.
Very, very cool.
Cosmically Bullish, powered by Algorand. That'd be awesome. I'd be excited about that.
I would too. I'd be very excited. I'd have to get an Algorand shirt, though. I couldn't wear the Bullish Babe shirt anymore.
All right, guys.
All right, guys. Have a good night. Thank you so much. Happy trading. Be safe. Use a stop loss.
You stop loss.
Use a stop loss.
Not bullish enough.
Bye.